Hey, what's up, guys? Okay, this is a bit of a different video. Let me just get comfortable, seeing it's probably going to be a long video. Just give me a moment, guys. Sorry for any weird noises you're hearing over the mic, over my voice. It's me moving and, like, stuff getting pushed out of the way. Okay, guys. Right, I'm basically sorted. So, I was about to say this review then, because of how many of those I've done the past couple of days. I'm planning this to be a sort of one-man podcast, but only for, like, now. Because I really do want to do a podcast, like, every other couple of days or so, just probably not be scheduled, but just do, like, an hour video, just talking with a few people, like, two or three other people. Well, one or two, because 3 people for a podcast is pretty much all I would want. Either way, this is sort of what I'm going to be doing. Just sitting here talking to whoever else is there. Although at the moment it's quite difficult to get these other people, unfortunately. However, I just feel like sitting down and talking. So, you know, may as well just make this a one-man podcast. I'm probably just going to talk about stuff for, like, the next half an hour to an hour. Depending on how, like, well time flies. Because I'm good at talking for long periods of time, or at least I'm good at coming up with things to talk about, mostly. Although I'll probably contradict myself later and be like, yeah, I don't know what to talk about. I plan to talk about a couple of things. I plan to talk about favourite movies, favourite games, like, things like that. Although, I'll probably tell a couple of stories along the way, because it's probably... Well, I like to make videos that I'd like to watch, and I like to watch videos where people tell stories. And because of the types of dreams I have very good opportunities to tell stories. For example, because of the fact that I have lucid dreams, and for those of you who don't know, lucid dreams are basically when you have a dream that is literally real. Not in the, like, world sense, but in your head, when you're asleep, you see it as if you were wide awake and living it. And I don't mean just, like, waking up and thinking, saying to yourself, oh, that felt so real. I mean a literal, you cannot tell until things that can't actually happen in the real world start happening, that it is a dream. It's that realistic. The only way you can tell it's a dream is when things that shouldn't happen or can't happen start happening. That's the only way you can tell. And normal people who have lucid dreams are able to control their dreams. Me, however, no. Because a lot of people try to have lucid dreams, which has never made sense to me. Because of the way I am, I've never had good dreams. I'll always have, like, slightly nasty dreams, or horrible nightmares. But it's just the way I'm wired. It's just the way everything's always gone down. And just so you know, guys, I'm sitting on my bed so I'm comfortable while I do this. Because usually my nights are spent either writing or writing down some notes about my next video. Or, at the moment, watching YouTube videos or, like, different TV series. Like, I've been watching Prison Break recently. And just, like, stuff like that. And because of the fact that it's the Christmas holidays, I've got 2 weeks off school. We're just about to start the second week, and the way I'm wired is I'm nocturnal. I mean, physically, I'm nocturnal. If you give me a week, I will give you at least 5 of those days I'm up all night and sleeping throughout the day. The past couple of days, if you look when my videos have been uploaded, they've been uploaded like 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. My first Prince of Persia review, 5 o'clock in the morning. That's just how I'm doing. This is midnight. This is how I do my videos, because I am better suited at night. Because I'm a very solitary person. I'm good at being on my own. Because I only have one parent, and I don't really have any family that I see. Or at least I don't really have any family I can relate to. Despite the fact they are relatives. And the only family member I really class as family is my mum, but I don't really see her very often. For example, out of today I've probably seen her about maybe half an hour, which is like 30 minutes. And that's not good. So I just kind of had to learn to be on my own. I mean, I've been left on my own in the house since I was like 6. I'm not even kidding you. 6 or 8 or something like that, or somewhere in between. I've been staying on my own for nearly half my life. Just so you guys know, I'm 15. And this is just how I am. It's just how I've always been. For example, I'm good at, like, a lot of people, if they're on their own, they won't know what to do. I'm good at not getting into that. I often have something to do. Because even though I'm always on my own, I always have the ability to find something to do. Because of the fact that I have all these different things in my room. Because my room is essentially my home. The rest of the house is just like an attachment. My room has everything I need except for food and a toilet and drinks. But those can be moved in here. Minus the toilet, of course, because that can't be moved in here. In my room, I've got my PlayStation 3, my Xbox, my computer, a big TV. I've got my dog, sometimes. Not at the moment, though. She's in my mum's room. I've got my gecko. She's always here. She's sitting next to me right now. Small little gecko called Taya. And that's pretty much all I need, and my bed. And because of the access to the internet, I'm able to, while I'm not technically socialising out and about, outside of school, I mean, every so often I will go out with friends and things, but I prefer not to. Because despite the fact that you might say, oh, well, you're sad, you're always at home just playing games. It's like, well, not really, because I'm always making videos for other people. So despite the fact that I'm always on my own, I'm always making videos for other people. Meaning you guys, which is probably why I make so many videos, if that makes any sense to you. How long have I been going already? Like 7 minutes. See, this ain't bad. Except now I've lost my train of thought. So yeah, like I said, I'm kind of always on my own. I mean, every night for the last week of this school holiday, I've been up all night. On a school day, I'll be up till about 3, then I'll go to sleep and wake up at about 7. So I don't get that much sleep. At the moment, I'm getting a lot of sleep, though. Despite the fact that I'm staying up all night every night, I do get a lot of sleep. Guys, I'm just about to move the mic, so I'm sorry about this. I really am. That probably just made a horrible sound on the... Right, I'm getting lower. Right, I should be closer to the microphone now. Anyway, like I was saying, you know, if you can hear my head moving around on my cushions, I am sorry. But, deal with it. Anyway. So, yeah. I do make a lot of videos, and I know that some people don't like that. But, I don't make videos based on what other people want me to. I make videos based on what I want to. Which is why I do so many videos, because guess what? I want to. And that's just the way I'm wired. I do what I want for the large majority. There isn't much that I have to do that I don't choose to do. I mean, there's school, and that's about it. I mean, whilst I hate school, I'm in top lessons for everything. Nothing's really a problem. I mean, I don't have trouble in school. I mean, I don't like over, like, 90% of the people at my school. I've got maybe, like, 5 good friends that I talk to most days. And then I've got, like... When you think of a stereotypical thug, that's the people at my school, basically. For example, I'm in year 10, and that equals to, like... For those of you in America, that means I'm the 2nd year off the highest year in my high school. Which means, below me, there are 3 years. There is year 7, year 8, and year 9. Then there's me, which is year 10. And then there's 1 year above us, year 11. But because of their GCSEs, they aren't here at the moment. So basically, my year is the highest year in the school. But despite this, there are literally year 7s, 8s, and 9s who all are thugs. They think that they're, like, tough. They think... They literally say blood. Not in a jokey way, like, you right, blood. They will literally mean it, as if it was a part of their vocabulary. And that annoys me. I really can't stand slang like that. There are people who, like, speak using, like, words that shouldn't make any sense. Like, a lot of people say, oh yeah, that's sick, if something's good. That annoys me, although that's quite old. But now there's like, oh, that's bare good, or waste fam. Things like that, you don't understand how much that annoys me. And then there's the fact that at the moment the friends I've got are good friends. But the friends I had before are backstabbers. There was a power imbalance in the relationship, and for those of you who don't understand what that means that when you've got a friend that you know isn't your equal, or you are that unequal friend, for example, one of them might be more in control of what goes on than another. For example, if you're in a group of friends and you say, oh yeah, shall we go here, people? And then someone else says, no, we're going here. That could be a first sign of a power imbalance. Or if you have a group of friends and you're like ridiculed, but they say you're just joking and they act all friendly, that's toxic friends. You shouldn't be friends with those people. You need to find other people. As much as that sounds like hard to do, especially if you're in high school, it's something you've got to do. It's something I did, it's something I managed to do, and yes, it's difficult. It's very difficult. But I did it. And you will find people who respect you for the person you are, and not for the person they wished you were, or the person they think you are, which might not be a person that you actually are. Anyway, I said I was going to be, like, telling a few stories and just saying what my favourite games and stuff were, but I kind of just went into, like, this long talk. This is things that I can talk about. Like I said, I'm good at just coming up with the things to talk off the top of my head, which is why I struggle to read things off of paper. I've been accused of being dyslexic by one of my teachers the other week, because I'm better at just straight up going off the top of my head. I mean, I'm good at writing things down, yes, but the problem is I'm bad at reading them off out loud, because I don't speak out loud the way I would write. When I write, I'm a lot more sophisticated. I use bigger words and things like that. But the problem is, when I speak, I don't tend to do that. Well, I sort of do, but I don't. It's difficult to, like, explain, but because of the fact that I know I talk differently than how I would write, when I write reviews, it's difficult, because when I'm speaking in a review, you'll often hear me mispronounce something, or, like, miss a letter out, because I've read what I wrote wrong, because I have the problem of reading ahead of where I'm saying. So say I'm reading a line that's like 17 words long, while I'm saying like the 6th word, I'll have read up to the 12th word, and quite often, like, my brain will be like, nope, emergency, stop, and I'll say something that's later on in the sentence, instead of going in chronological order how the sentence was structured. And I often do that in reviews, and it's really annoying, or at least it's annoying to me, because I'm fed up of, like, saying the wrong thing at the wrong time, or, like, mispronouncing something, and just general things like that really get on my nerves. Because people, like, it's difficult, because people who've got used to my other reviews might have noticed that I'm talking differently now than how I would in those reviews, or at least in the earlier reviews. In the last couple I've been going off the top of my head quite a bit more, but I mean, like, the older, and by older I mean like the reviews from like last week, where I did Dead Rising, or the first 2 or 3 Resident Evils. So, I think that's pretty much, well, I was going to say that's pretty much it about, like, that subject, but I don't know. Because I feel like if I was about to just end the topic right there, then it would be difficult for me to think of the next topic off the top of my head. Whereas if I keep talking until I segue into something, then it'll be easier. Let's talk a bit more about this podcast malarkey. So, I really do like conversing with people. I like talking, right? But the problem is, if I'm going to do a podcast, I need another 2 people to do it with. I'm struggling to find those people currently, because, 1, the majority of people I know are just not mentally capable, or like don't have the equipment or things like that of doing it. 2, I struggle to actually find other people who might want to do it. And 3, the parameters in which I have to limit people and restrict people to becoming part of this podcast. For example, if you want to be in this podcast with me, you need to have a commitment. If you can't just start something and then be like, 5 minutes before we're about to do a podcast, be like, sorry, I can't do it. Yeah, just drop me in it right there. Or, because that has happened to me. I have other channels, or older channels, where I had a podcast going and, like, the people just were, like, they were just not doing it, and it annoyed me. And things like that, you know? It's difficult, it is. I don't know how I'm going to get people to... Because first things first, I need to get it out there that I want to start a podcast. I'm thinking about just going on Huppet, going on uTalk, just like YouTube forums and stuff like that, and posting around on there, see if I can get anyone. I know I'm going to get hate because of the fact that I'm saying, yes, I want 15-year-old people, boy or girl, not bothered, that have good microphones and Skype. Right? I've done this before and I've been accused of being a paedophile. Even though I am, myself, 15. But they don't understand that. Because from their point of view, I could be anything. So I have to make sure that when I do that I am clarifying, I am 15, and I have a Yeti, or at least that's my microphone, the one I'm speaking on now, and I have Skype. You must also have Skype, a clear microphone, and have the commitment to want to do it. And not be stupid. I hate dumb people. I know that sounds really arrogant, but I do. I can't stand dumb people. They really annoy me. I mean, I get asked how to spell some simple words. My mother asked me how to spell dumped. She thought it was D-U-M-P-T instead of D-U-M-P-E-D, and it annoyed me. Things like that, or like, I was a part of a community channel for a while called the Young Network CKKLC, and it stood for the last couple of letters stood for everybody's initials, and I was asked how you upload a video to YouTube. When that community channel was supposed to be a bunch of YouTubers who are small and young, like small as in channel size, who were going to be doing those videos. And the way it ended up was I literally had people who didn't have equipment, didn't know how to make videos, and didn't know what the difference between uploading and downloading was. That's the type of thing that I cannot put up with. If you're going to be able to be a part of this podcast, you have to have some substance to you. Do you know what I mean? You have to be articulate when you speak. You have to be understandable. You have to be able to come up with topics and things like that. Just we gotta get along, if you know what I mean. I'm about to check how long this has been going on for. I was about to say review again there. How is that 10 minutes or like 18 minutes? I'm pretty sure that says 18 minutes. My computer's quite high up from where I am and it's quite small writing on Audacity, so I'm sorry. I really don't know what I'm going to have as like the video. I'm probably just going to have a picture of that skull that's my channel logo. Because, one, I don't have the gameplay for however long this video is going to be. And, well, guess what? 2, I actually don't have the computer to render a 1080p gameplay that's like an hour long. That's just not going to happen. At all. Right. I don't know what else I'm going to talk about this video. I mean, I've been going on about the podcast quite a while-ish. I've been going on about 12 minutes, or at least if that does say 18 minutes, I've been going on about 12 minutes. But yeah, if anyone has watched this far and wants to get involved, message me. Don't be afraid. I'm a nice person. I really am. Just message me. Simple. Simples. Right? Anyone in America probably didn't get that. For those of you in America, if you don't have the advert, there's this really annoying advert that's been going on in the past couple of years in the UK called comparethemarket.com advert, but it's basically a play on words, and they make it compare the meerkat, and they have this talking meerkat. Then goes, no, not compare the meerkat, compare the market. And he'll go, simples, at the end of it. It's really annoying. I really can't make that last noise either. I butchered it. I literally did. Guys, if anyone has watched this far, then thanks. I mean, literally, just thanks. I don't think anyone will have watched this far. But if you have, thank you. And I mean that a lot. As to when I would do podcasts, I don't know. I would have to, like, speak to the people involved and see when okay for them. Ooh, also, another thing. If you're gonna be able to get involved in this, you need access to a computer, like, the majority of the time. We need to be able to speak, not just on the podcast, but, like, before, after, and, like, just be able to get in touch with each other when we need to. We need to be friends. We're not just going to be able to go on the podcast and just speak and then just not speak to each other until we do the podcast. We need to get to know people. As to who's going to be doing this, I really, really don't know. Although I do know there are quite a few young YouTubers like myself. I have one person in mind, and I don't know how old he is. And he has been commenting on my videos. If you're still watching this, it's you. You'll know who you are. But I don't know how old he is. And I know people... The problem that I'm having at the moment is I'm going to have to try and find people who, one, are my age. Otherwise, it's just going to be quite awkward. And two, have the good microphone like the person I'm on about. And probably have Skype. I mean, the other day, I was asked on Twitter if this guy wanted to make a video with me. Make videos, not like the one-off. Just he wanted to, like, be involved when we make videos, do dual comms and things. But he wanted to do it over the Xbox. Now, for those of you who don't understand the difference between the Skype and the Xbox Live chats, Xbox Live is like a 17th of Skype. It's terrible. Especially with any Xbox headset. I cannot stand Xbox Live chat. I don't speak on the Xbox. Anyone who's friends with me knows this, and I'm always on Skype. It's what I do. Partly because the only headset I have for the Xbox is the Turtle Beach X11s, and while that sounds like a top quality microphone, it's not. Because it's a headset, and the microphone is just, like, tacked on. So it's not very good quality, to be fair. Whereas the Yeti, it's built to be a microphone, and I can use it on Skype. As well as making my videos with it, like I'm doing now. So if you really do want to get involved, please be able to do this stuff. Don't say you want to do it, but not physically be able to do it, if you understand what I mean by that. How long is this video now? It's really annoying me now, because what... 23 minutes, there we go. Whenever I get the impulse to do something, it's one of my problems. I do it. I don't like putting things off, except for schoolwork. If I feel like doing something, I struggle to do anything else until I've done that. So say I'm watching a program and I recognise somebody, I'm always having to go on Wikipedia within, like, that night. Otherwise, I'm not sleeping until I find out who that person was. For example, I'm watching Prison Break at the moment, and for those of you who don't know, I know a lot of people watch The Walking Dead, and so do I love it. But, the character of Laurie Grimes in The Walking Dead is played by Sarah Wayne Callis, and she is also a main character in Prison Break. And I was like, where do I recognise her? And I was like, right, Prison Break, Wikipedia. And I searched up the character of Sarah Tancredi, which is the character she plays in Prison Break, and there we go. It's the same woman who plays Laurie Grimes. And it's little things like that that I have to, like, get sorted, otherwise I can't sleep. It's horrible. I'll be sleeping, and then I'll be watching a well, I'll be trying to sleep, and I'll be watching something on, like, YouTube or something, and something might pop in my head, and I'm like, right, I gotta do it, otherwise I'll keep thinking about it until I do it. So it's, like, impossible to sleep. I'm quite the insomniac, so time zone shouldn't be too much of a problem. except on a weekend. Not on a weekend, on a school day. Because whilst we don't have to worry on a holiday like this, because I understand in America it's probably like, what, 6 to 9 in the afternoon, okay? Here it's nearly 1 o'clock in the morning, and that's fine with me, because I'm able... Sorry, I'm about to yawn. I'm able to stay up that late. However, on a school day, I probably shouldn't, so it's difficult. However, that shouldn't be a problem if we do, say, like, podcasts on weekends. Which is why I'm going to try to find someone who is in the UK, preferably. Although it doesn't matter if you're from another country, as long as you speak English, of course. Like, fluently, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you're, like, from Spain or somewhere like that, and speak English, but not well. I don't want to have to, like, strain to be able to understand my friends, if you get what I mean. I'll probably do this to half an hour, because that's a good ripe time for one person to do a video. Especially when I'm literally sitting on my bed, my TV's off, my computer screen's on, but on Audacity, and I've got the microphone next to me, and I'm literally just talking. That's all I'm doing. And I've done well to talk for so long, like, uninterrupted, without going for so long and not knowing what to talk about. I mean, I was planning to go for an hour, but I realised that's probably, like, a far wild guess at trying to do, especially on my own. I'm probably going to, like, spend the rest of tonight trying to find other people. And I'll probably, like, send them to, like, look at, like, 15 minutes of this video onwards to learn about this podcast. It'll be easier than me having to recount everything I've said in the last, like, 20 minutes. Oh, dear. I swear to God I'm getting old. Like, I will literally... Watch this. Listen to my fingers. It's horrible. I don't know if that picked up on the mic, but I assume it did. All I did was literally, like, flick my finger up, and it clicks. My bones are quite crackly. Except my neck, thank God. I hate it when people, like, you know when you put your head back and just, like, make a circle with your head? I hate when your neck cracks and people do that. And I hate that, people can, like... You know when you did that thing where you pretend to break someone's neck, where you, like, grab the chin, grab the back of the head and twist? When people do that to themselves to make their head crack or stuff like that, I hate it. I mean, I don't mind so much with, like, their hands or arms. I mean, there isn't much that affects me, really. I mean, like, screeching, I've got no problem with that either. When people, like, scratch on a whiteboard, stuff like that, I don't... Oh, the one thing that does hit me hard, and I hate it, it's sellotape. So the noise of sellotape, when you pull it, it gives me chills. I'm getting chills thinking about it. I don't know what's wrong with me. And the only thing I'm actually scared of is spiders. If you bring a spider near me, you expect to get stabbed. And by that I mean I literally will stab you. I have lots of weapons in my room. I'm holding a dagger at the moment, listen. I have so many weapons in my room. I've got a shotgun, airsoft rifle. I've got an airsoft pistol. 2 swords, a spear, 2 daggers. Nunchucks, sais, bow staff. And 2 other little things, but I don't know what they're called. Oh yeah, and a glaive. So, that's all at the end of my bed under a little case. So if you really ever break into my house, expect to get killed. It's just a fact. 28 minutes, right guys. I think I'll round it off here. I think I've done well to talk for so long. So you're about to hear my microphone ruffle again. I'm sorry. Oh dear. Right guys, I'm just getting up, sorry. Okay guys, if you enjoyed, please go ahead and subscribe if you already haven't. See you later.